Welcome to 2-Minute History. Today we will be exploring how 200 Sabine women saved the Roman Empire. The story begins in the 8th century BC, when Rome was just a small city on the banks of the Tiber River. The city was founded by Romulus. Romulus and his followers were mostly men who had fled from their homes after killing their king. They needed wives to populate their new city, but they had no allies or neighbors to ask for help. So they came up with a cunning plan. They invited the people of the nearby Saybyne tribe to a festival of Neptune Equester, the god of horses and earthquakes. The Sabines were a peaceful and prosperous people who lived in the hills of central Italy. They accepted the invitation and came to Rome with their families and friends. But little did they know that it was a trap. As soon as the festival began, the Romans attacked the Sabines and kidnapped their women. They took them to their homes and forced them to marry them. The Saybyne men were outraged and swore revenge. They gathered their army and marched against Rome. The war lasted for several years, with many battles and skirmishes. The Romans and the Sabines were evenly matched, and neither side could gain an advantage. The war seemed endless and hopeless. But then something unexpected happened. The horns rang out in the night. A traitor had opened the gates of Rome to the Sabine. It was Tarpeia, a Roman girl who had fallen in love with a Sabine warrior. She had promised to let them in if they gave her what they wore on their arms, meaning their bracelets. But it was a trick. The Sabine crushed her to death with their shields, which they also wore on their arms. The Sabines ran through the streets of Rome, seeking vengeance for their women. They reached the Forum, where Romulus and his men were waiting for them. A fierce battle ensued, with blood and fire everywhere. But then, something miraculous happened. The Sabine women, who had been living with their Roman husbands for a long time, decided to intervene. They had grown to love their husbands and did not want to see them killed by their fathers or brothers. They also had children with their husbands, who were half Roman and half Sabine. So they ran between the two armies and stopped them from fighting. They pleaded with both sides to lay down their weapons and make peace. They said that they were happy with their Roman husbands and did not want to lose them or their families. They said that they were also loyal to their Sabine fathers and did not want to see them harmed or defeated. They said that they were one people now and should live together in harmony. The Romans and the Sabines were moved by the words of the women. They realized that they had been fighting for nothing and that they had more in common than they thought. They agreed to end the war and make a lasting alliance. They shared a common rule and land, with Romulus and Titus Tatius, the Sabine king, as joint kings of Rome. In the end, the bravery and wisdom of the Sabine women changed the course of history. Their love for their Roman husbands and their commitment to peace brought an end to a seemingly endless war. Even in the face of betrayal and conflict, love and understanding can prevail. These 200 women not only saved their families, but also forged a lasting alliance that strengthened the Roman Empire. A powerful reminder that unity and compassion can overcome the darkest of times. This has been 2-Minute History, where stories from the past shape our understanding of the present. If you liked this video and want to see more, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching.